Hey guys, what's up? Lingling is back with another video. Today we're going to talk about Biang Biang Mian, also called Biang Biang noodles. In this short video, I'll try my best to give you a few facts about the Biang Biang Mian, where it is from, why is it so popular, and the story behind the character, because the most important thing about the Biang Biang Mian is actually the character. We'll get back to that in a second. So without further ado, let's get started. The Biang Biang Mian or Biang Biang noodles is a very special kind of noodles from Shanxi province. Do you know the capital of Shanxi province? Well, it is Xi'an. So if you're going to Shanxi province or Xi'an as a tourist, somebody will definitely ask you if you want to try out the Biang Biang Mian. Actually, these noodles were very common to eat in the countryside by the very poor people of Shanxi province. But it has become very popular these days to eat the Biang Biang noodles. And this is due to the character, the Biang character. We will talk about this Biang character today. Why? Because the character is the most complicated Chinese character you can find. Yes, it's not even in the simplified system, so if you try to write it on your computer with your character system, it won't be able to find the character. You can only write it in your hand. I tried it on my phone as well, and no. Let's do a few facts about the Biang character. First, the total of strokes for this character is 62. 62 strokes, guys. So basically you start and 10 hours later you're done. If you're that lucky and you're still alive. Yeah. I will try to write it again for you guys to see how complicated it actually is. Another fact about this character is that the Biang is actually, it's the sound Biang is the sound of the person who's cooking the noodles. So he's like boom, boom, and then in Chinese it must be Biang, right? So Biang, Biang. It's used nowadays as well in commercials for other things, so it has a new meaning. But when Chinese write it, they actually write it in pinyin with letters, because the character is just like, woo, waste of time. Another fact about this character is that when people wrote it before, they were actually reading a poem. So the character is so complicated. So if you want to be able to remember how to write it, you have to practice a poem first. And then if you follow the poem precisely, you can write the characters without problems. Yeah, I tried that. I'm not sure how good it's working. Maybe I should practice more on the poem before I start writing the character. But yeah. If you need a poem to write a character, it must be a pretty difficult character to write. Okay guys, so I was trying to translate the poem myself from Chinese to English, but then I found it online in English already, and I thought I'll just try to read that up for you guys. And while I do this, I'll try to write it, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so the first, apex rising up to the sky. It's the little dian, it's called dian, the little thing on top, over two bends by Yellow River side. Character 8, ba, opening wide. Speech, yen, enters inside. So if you have been writing any Chinese characters, you probably you understand ba is 8 and yen is speech or word. So ba is opening up and yen, the word, is inside. We'll talk about the story in just a second, and maybe it will make more sense then. You twist, I twist too. You grow, I grow with you. Inside, a horse, king will rule. Heart down below, moon by the side. Leave a hook for matang. Matang is a special kind of sugar they had in Shanxi province. Mahua fried dough twist to hang low. On our carriage to Shenyang we'll ride. Okay, so remember this character was made long time ago. And there are very different stories how this Biang was created. But today I will tell you the story that I've heard. Okay, so you can, if you know other stories, feel free to comment below and tell me about it. But this is the story I want to tell you guys. So basically there was a very poor student. He went to Shenyang, that's what we just talked about here. They would ride to Shenyang. Shenyang was the old character a long time ago. Nowadays it's called Shenyang. It's up north in China, right? So he went to Shenyang and he was taking the emperor exam to be an official. If you could pass this test, you would just have a great life afterwards. You would earn money and everything would do you well, right? So, but he failed. He failed big time. He went back to Shanxi province and he was eating noodles in a small restaurant. After eating, the waiter came and said, okay, you need to pay now. And the student was like, I'm really sorry, I don't have any money. And the waiter said, well, you still have to pay no matter if you are smart or a student or whatever you are, you have to pay. So the student, he was actually really smart. He asked this guy, do you have a character for Biang, Biang Biang noodles? He was eating, ta-da, surprise, Biang Biang noodles. And the waiter said, no, we do not have a character, we just say Biang Biang noodles. The student, he said, okay, well, I can write you a character. Actually, at that time, it was only the emperor and his people who were allowed to create characters. You can't just make it up. But anyway, he did it. So he sat down and he put all these things together. And actually, a part of the poem symbolizes the fact that he failed his exam and that he was against how this exam was working. Furthermore, it's about a king, there is a horse, there is like the meaning of growing together. The Yellow River is in there. Why? Because the Yellow River is going through Shanxi province. Also, in the end, it's describing how somebody should bring their matang, their food, their sugar, and put it on the hook on the carriage. And then it should ride to Shenyang. So you could ride there and go see the capital. Or you should go out and travel and live your life. Right, so he wrote this whole poem and he wrote the character and everyone was clapping and woo, cheering. Oh my god, he's so smart. The waiter, he said, thank you very much. We're gonna use this character for these noodles. And he got it for free. Right, so happy end for this character. Okay guys, that was all for today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about the Biang Biang noodles, and I'm really sad that I can't show you the Biang Biang noodles like in my hand, but I'll add a photo. And yeah, next time you go to Shanxi province, Xi'an, you should go and taste it. Do that. Or next time I'll go to Xi'an, I'll take you there and we'll get it together. Anyway, so I hope you guys like this little video. Please give me a thumbs up. If you want to watch more videos from Lingling, please subscribe underneath here. Until next time guys, have a nice day and 再见. Today we're going to do Lost in Translation. Actually, today we're not going to be like super lost. I will just give you a few ideas to how you can practice your Mandarin when you are not in China.